is that?
That's a sloth. If you're interested, I could sell you that one.
They're really that slow?
Maybe they just tricked us all.
In the jungle, she's a beta, but out here, she's an alpha.
Alpha?
It is a wild animal. You don't even know what it eats.
Alpha?
It's a Slotherhouse.
Oh, God. Alpha!
To SCARETEMBER. I do it every year. It's instead of September, we do a little horror thing leading up to the spooky season with Halloween coming up here soon. So a lot of reviews will be coming out for you guys on like horror movies and stuff like that. So definitely stay tuned for that. It'll be a really, really fun time. I wasn't able to do halfway to Halloween this year, which is another thing I do every year, and I love doing that. I'm going to do it again next year. So I was like, why not? I'm going to continue doing these SCARETEMBER series. Is I think going on to my third year, I believe. Possibly my third year, I think, of doing SCARETEMBER. So if you guys enjoy this, make sure you like this video, subscribe, share, ring that notification bell so you don't miss a review when I upload it this September. But yeah, today I thought it would be a perfect time to do a review for one I saw on August 30th, so not too long ago, called well, hold on. First off, okay, that's better. I wanted to get my headset in because I look more professional with that on. So I wanted to review the movie Slotherhouse. After watching it, it was a Fathom event, literally a one-day Fathom event. So it was like Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey this year. Only premiered one day in theaters. And I saw the trailer and I was like, I have to see this. A killer sloth that goes on a rampage. That's amazing. And it's titled Slotherhouse. I have to see it. And so pretty much what the movie's about is it's like the sorority invites this new girl in. This new girl finds a sloth and she like wants it to be the mascot of the sorority or something like that. So they all have to take a vote and then they all agree, yes, it's the mascot. But then the sloth finds out things about some of the people in the sorority, but especially the person who has been taking care of this sloth as like the owner. He finds out stuff about the owner and is like, oh, that person needs to die. And so the sloth goes mad, Super Saiyan, whatever you want to call it, and he goes on a killing rampage. So this movie, I knew what I was going into when I saw this. I watched this with my girlfriend. She absolutely hated it. I, on the other hand, really enjoyed it. Well, I had a lot of fun with it. I laughed my ass off. It was hilarious. It's exactly what you expected from a film like this. It isn't without like genuine, legit problems outside of like, I'm not talking about like, oh yeah, I knew I was going to have to leave my brain at the door. But there are actually some legit problems here that I will talk about. But overall, though, this was a really, really fun time and a redemption story for Sydney Craven. I don't think she has any relation to Wes Craven, but if any of y'all know, I think the largest rant I might have ever done on this YouTube channel in the history of the YouTube channel was when I reviewed Jeepers Creepers Reborn. And Sydney Craven was the lead actress in Jeepers Creepers Reborn. I remember being so pissed I had to pay money to see that movie. Top 3 worst movie of all time for me. Maybe top 5, top 3, somewhere like it's awful. But I watched Jeepers Creepers Reborn, absolutely fucking hated it. And then I whenever I saw her character pop up in this, I was like, or saw the actress pop up in this. I was like, oh, she's in this. Hopefully, this is much better. It is much better. I don't regret paying for this movie. However, I will say one thing is that like her character, she plays that uptight kind of bitchy kind of sorority leader like person, you know what I'm saying? You all know those type of people. She plays that kind of girl, and so and I thought she did it really, really well. She played that part like, you know, really, really fun. All the characters have like their own kind of personality here, which is really great to see. Like the lead actress in there, I think Lisa Ambulavaner. Sorry if I mispronounced her name. She played Emily. Yeah, it was very, very good. And then Stefan Kapicek was in a movie this year, The Last Voyage of the Demeter, which was interesting. Now he's in Slotherhouse, and you had a few other names in here, but overall, like, yeah, they every character here, but especially I really want to point out this character of Zinni, I think played by Bianca Beckles Rose. I haven't really seen her in anything else. But that character was like so me. Like, I'm not gonna tell you what it is, Evan, because a lot of y'all weren't able to see this film, and maybe whenever it releases on streaming, I'll do like a spoiler breakdown. But that character, I feel like, is so me. And so that's why I was like, okay, I dig that. I dig that character a lot. And so they were all really fun. There was some surprisingly decent atmosphere to it, stuff like that. But I mean, you don't go to a movie like this for that. And it was well made. I mean, yeah, it was cheap. It kind of looked cheap in a few parts, but it was well made for the most part. The kills were nice when they were on screen. There was a lot of off-screen deaths, but when they were on screen, they were pretty nice. I will say they were pretty good. They were pretty well done. They're pretty funny too. There were some funny deaths, especially in that third act, which leads me into some of my problems. So when this film first started, I was like 15 minutes into this film, 20 minutes in. I was like, and the movie as a whole is like an hour and 33 minutes. So I was like 20 minutes in, and I was like, yo, I'm bored out of my fucking mind. Like, this is taking itself way too seriously. This is trying to be some soap opera drama shit, and I don't care about any of this. I'm just like, where is anything of remote interest? When is anything of remote interest going to happen? And I was worried that we weren't going to have anything interesting happen. But as the movie goes along, it gets way goofier. And I mean way goofier. And that's what I want to see. Although there were some missed opportunities with the goofiness. Like, there was a couple times where the other sloth moved slow, but I would have, you ramped this movie up to 11. Make it where the sloth is like raising his hand to kill you, and the girls are still screaming, like, while like the sloth is on top or whatever. And he has to go down like this super slow, like that. And she's still screaming, like, or something like that. He's like, I would have a death like that. They didn't like stick to the whole sloth being slow, because this sloth was fast. This sloth was a fast sloth. I was like, goodness gracious, you're fast for moving for a sloth. Like, it would be in one area. I swear there was multiple sloths in this movie, because how the heck did it move from like a whole side of the sorority house to like the other side of the sorority house within the next scene? It was like, what? I was like, so like, bro, how did you move that fast? So it makes you definitely think that it has to be some sort of, maybe there's like a magic to the sloth or something. Who knows? But yeah, so I guess if I had any issues, that would be the acting was good for the most part for what it is, the movie it is. I mean, the acting was decent. Um, and then there was some script issues here and there. But overall, like as far as my issue, like the pacing of the first 20 minutes was so off. I was about to just like be done with the movie. But then once it picks up, I was really, really into it. And it got really, really fun. I was laughing with the theater. We were laughing all hysterically. This movie is definitely one I would recommend whenever it hits streaming platforms. Definitely leave your brain at the door because there is some slothful fighting. That's all I'll say. Without reviewing anything, everybody was slothful fighting. That's all I will say in this. There is definitely some wackadoo things here, and it is so entertaining, so entertaining. Peak cinema, as Martin Scorsese would say. This is cinema. That's what this is. But now that'll do it, guys, for my Slotherhouse review. Also, the soundtrack was also pretty good too. That was completely random. I just want to throw that out there. But yeah, no, that'll be it for my Slotherhouse review, guys. Are y'all gonna see it? Let me know what y'all think about it. Now, I don't know if I'll be able to make it to the Fathom event, but there's another movie I wanted to review for SCARETEMBER. And that movie was called like Shaky Shivers, something like that. It's like another Fathom event happening on the 21st, but I don't know if I'll be able to go. So we'll see. But I definitely have plans to review a lot of things for y'all, including a movie that I think might be the most disturbing movie I've ever seen in my life. I'll be reviewing that for you guys because it's still weighing heavily on my mind. And several other movies for you guys this September. So yeah, guys. Definitely check out Slotherhouse when you get the chance. It's a thumbs up from me. I enjoyed it. And it gets a wolf howl from the Wolfman. So there you go. So definitely not gonna win any Oscars, not that kind of film. It's just a fun time. So that'll be it for this review, guys. I will see you all in the next one. And until next time, stay spooky, my friends.